The Star-Shaped Tile by Sadi, Peacock, and Dallas Loveland. This is a star-shaped tile from the 13th to the 14th century, made in Iran, probably Kashan. It is made from stone paste and inglazed with blue and turquoise luster paint on an opaque white glaze. The size of the object is 8 inches tall by 8 inches wide, weighing about 51 pounds. It would be classified as a ceramic tile. You can find this object on display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
The object is made up of 13 interlocking star-shaped tiles, each featuring unique patterns and imagery that collectively tell a story. The outer 9 tiles have 8 points, while the 4 inner tiles have 4 points arranged in a cross shape. The outer tiles have bordered text, while their inner designs vary, depicting vegetation or animals like a spotted mule. The inner tiles are symmetrical, with the 2 central tiles showcasing animal imagery, and the outer 2 featuring vegetation patterns. Together, these tiles form a cohesive narrative.
These tiles were once a decoration on the walls of an Ilkhanid building. The Ilkhanid dynasty was established in 1256 and ended in 1353. It was established shortly after the Abbasid Caliph ended. It was established over Western Asia. They were titled Ilkhan because it meant lesser Khan. This meant they were subordinate to the great Khan ruling in China. The Ilkhan dynasty centered its power in northwest Iran. Tiles of this type have many different inscriptions, all in Persian and Arabic. The inscriptions may relate to the function of the building in which they were used as wall decoration. Some of these tiles even have quotes from the Quran, which could mean the building served some sort of religious purpose to the people at this time.
This star illustrates the wak-wak design of a plant that develops into animal heads. This feature was brought to Iran during the Seljuk period. There is also Persian text along the outside border of the star. This text is an excerpt from the Shahnameh. It depicts the late tale of Rusta, one of the tale's great heroes who engages in battle. The wak-wak tree is a motif used during this period a lot. One example of an art piece that does a great job at illustrating the wak-wak tree is a floral fantasy of animals and birds created in India during the early 1600s. This piece is 37 by 26 centimeters and made of gum tempera and gold on paper. The wak-wak is believed to have both real and mythic creatures' heads sprouting from the vines. These vines are the same vines that were represented in the star that is part of the larger ceramic tile. This star is inscribed with a segment of the throne verse, which is also known as the Ayat al-Kursi. This verse was believed to have protective properties and is very common and found on many other objects in the media during this time. The inside of the star is an illustration of some vegetation, but it is hard to depict what exact plant or vegetation is represented.
This star border is made up of 2 full verses of poetry and parts of a third. The inside of the tile is decorated by abstract designs. These designs extend to each of the 8 points on the star, taking up all of the available space. Luster was also applied after it was fired with glaze to help the details shimmer and reflect, drawing the viewer's eye. This star has a specific inscription from the Quran in Nash script. The verse is directed to those who are going through hard events in their lives and are facing hardships. It is intended to console the viewer with the promise of God's mercy and justice. The inside design of the star has a cross-style leaf stalk motif. The motif was likely a stalk motif used by the other potters during the time in Iran. The star shapes in the ceramic tiles are well known and used patterns throughout the Islamic art history. It started to appear in Islamic art in the Middle Ages. This piece, for instance, is from Persian in the 17th century and is titled Correspondence Carpet. It also has stars with 8 points and cross-like stars. The 8-point stars have lots of different meanings, but are most likely symbolizing the involvement of the 6-point star from Judaism. The 8-point star relates to the Khatim, meaning seal of the prophets. This knowledge makes sense in relation to the building the art was found in and its religious implications found in the iconography.
Thank you for watching this video and helping to deep dive into this complex artwork. Me and Sadie learned a lot more about Islamic culture traditions and art forms while completing this assignment.